Good morning. I am at the house by myself today. Dad is going plowing because it's supposed to snow today. As you can see behind me, we have a bunch of vapor barrier up. We created a little workshop downstairs here so that we can build cabinets again. We have the cabinets for the pantry to finish. So before Mom and Dad moved in last year, already a year ago, we cut all of the pieces for the cabinets that needed to go in the pantry, as well as the mudroom like bench and shelf. As you can see, we have a cabinet built. This is one of our tall pantry cabinets that will house like small appliances, and I am just currently sanding around the edges, and then I have all the edge banding cut to go on here, and then slowly but surely I guess we will get these cabinets finished. It'd be really nice to have a fully functioning pantry, and this is like one of the major things left to do in the house is these cabinets. None of these cabinets have doors, which is nice. They're all just going to be finished, stained nicely, and open face. And then the last technical thing we have to do upstairs is the doors for the cabinets in the kitchen, as well as drawers. So we did purchase all of the drawer material for upstairs, the drawers for all of the kitchen cabinets. There's no drawers in the pantry, which is nice. Again, it's all just cabinets that are going to be stained and fixed shelving, because then I actually have the countertop which just needs to be cut. I did a butcher block counter for the pantry, which is sitting in the pantry just waiting to be cut when all these cabinets are complete. So once I have all of this edge banded, I can actually go ahead and sand it, stain it, and clear coat it. The kitchen cabinets, we did a clear coat only on the cabinets. However, because the butcher block that I purchased for the pantry is dark, it's like an espresso color, I wanted these to be a little bit more of a darker stain color rather than just the blonde, keeping it as close to natural. I think that would be a little too harsh. I think it would be the easiest option to just clear coat it, but I really feel like it would probably look best if it was a little bit darker. So I haven't actually purchased a stain yet for these pantry cabinets. I have to go to the store and look and see what I think is best. If not, then I'll probably end up just doing a clear coat. Guys, I'm so frustrated. I just edge banded all of this on camera and I lost a whole bunch of footage. I was even talking about how this camera I just got back, how it's been having a memory card issue. So I'm starting to think, because I think this camera is actually brand new, I think they just replaced it. I'm starting to think it is memory card. But I switch out the memory cards and it seems to do the same thing. So I don't know if my memory cards are just getting too old or what, but it seems like when I film for a long period of time, that's when it happens. So I think I'm gonna just have to get some new memory cards. So frustrated. But yeah, I edge banded this top and bottom, and then I cut off in line with the sides, and then I just edge banded this side, and I still have this side to do. And I guess I will retell you about what I was talking about. So I think I'm gonna have to just start and stop my camera a lot more often and keep an eye on it for now, because oh, it's so frustrating. Just want to make sure. So just now that I've lost all the footage, I'll re-update you about Damien. Finally making progress on the whole bullying situation. The bullying committee, the principal has sent me a lot of information about the new policy, I guess, and part of that being one of your guys' suggestion of the lockbox for children, to just letting teachers know about incidents that happen, because the last thing you want is for your bully to see that you're going and talking to a principal or a teacher. So I thought that was a really great idea. I brought that forward at the last parent council meeting. I read over this new report, and I made a bunch of notes, and we do have a bullying committee meeting coming up on March 6th. We also have another parent council meeting on March 5th. You guys know that's my birthday, so I will not be attending that one. So hopefully we'll make some progress on the bullying in the school. Hopefully, if I bring them forward, we can make improvements. Okay, last one is done. We can cut off these little tabs. So if you have any suggestions on what's worked based on your children's school, or what you found worked growing up as a kid, any bullying prevention or solutions, let me know in the comments, because that would be very appreciative and I can bring it forward. But hopefully it's a step in the right direction. Another thing I wanted to touch on or talk about was Dad is actually doing a home inspector course. So he's going to become a home inspector, which is kind of cool. He started, I want to say about a month ago. He has already completed his roofing module, his midterm exam, and also the final exam, and he passed with flying colors, of course, so that's pretty cool. So he's gonna get out of that labor intensive work like renovations and building, and still work in a field that he knows and understands, just without the labor intensive work. So proud of him for doing that. That's pretty cool. So he's been focusing mainly his time on studying. Then they also have like classes. What do they call them? Why can't I think of the word? I'll insert it because I'll figure it out. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. There's some new information he'll be learning about too, which makes it interesting. For the most part, he knows it, but Kyle has been focusing on his union steward position quite a bit. He has a training day coming up that he has to go attend, so he's got to do that, and he's really working towards hopefully getting that position, working his way up in that position, hopefully. Proud of him for doing that. And Mom, of course, is working. I don't know if I mentioned, Mom actually ended up having surgery, a full hysterectomy. So she was off for a couple months, but she's all healed, everything went well, and she's back to work. And I've kind of, I don't know, this winter's been different. There's not much snow. It's been super mild, and I feel like I am struggling with content, as you can probably tell. Ever since we haven't been working fully on the house, I work on like personal things during the day, which is mainly keeping this house clean and in order, because that feels like a full-time job in itself. But I don't know, I'm struggling with content, guys. So I need your ideas. if you have any videos that you want to see, let me know. And I feel like the whole short form content is taking over, and I don't know, I've just been in the long form content for so many years that I struggle with condensing content, but I'm trying the TikTok thing. So I've also been working on getting our taxes complete, because that's always so much fun. It's that time of year. Luckily, Kyle's is easy because his is just his income from work. Mine, on the other hand, is a little bit more complicated, being small business. Because these don't have doors, once these cabinets are actually built and stained and installed, they're done, which is great. The butcher block we just have to cut to size. The only other thing that needs to be done technically upstairs is the staircase and hand railing, but other than that, like, closet doors is a thing, which is more just about like having the money to install them. And then also my office doors, which will be a task because they're so big. Now that I've cut off all the edges, I can sand it. Switch, this is 180 grit. I'm going to switch to a 320. And do the top. To sand the inside. I vacuumed it all out, so all the little strip pieces weren't in there, and I'm gonna use 320 grit and sand this all down. So you'll see that we did a rigid shelf in the middle to help keep it stable, and then all the other shelves, I think there's 6 maybe, extra ones that will be pegs, so that we can move them around if need be. But I know what small appliances I have, so I probably will just base it off of whatever I have and then keep them the same. Now you'll see screws on this side, but you don't see any screws on this side, and that is because this side is actually showing in the pantry. When this is stood up, the countertop will come in and butt against this cabinet, so I do have to sand this panel to stain it as well. Obviously the bottom from here to countertop height, I won't have to worry about too much, but I am going to end up probably just staining this whole one side. All right, this cabinet is ready for stain. We do have all of these shelves made for this, so I could edge band these and stain these as well, have them ready to go and stain those at the same time. But I have to go pick out some stain first, so I'll probably do that. I don't know if I'll take you along for that, but I'll definitely pick up where I'm leaving off and show you the stain for this. This has to be vacuumed and tack clothed, and then I can stain it.